16 weeks of health program that I just created using the Best Self journal for that. Actually, it starts to get a bit dirty now, but that's just the way it is. If you watched my previous video, you know I had a very tough week 2. I feel a bit better today, but it was definitely not my best week. It was probably the worst week so far in 2023. So now I'm gonna plan week 3, and I really hope that it will be better than the previous week. So because everything that is going on, I didn't finish the course that I wanted to do at the personal development school, and that's kind of like my first goal for this week. I worked on shadow work, which is a very interesting concept. It's actually the idea of we have personality traits that we try to suppress. And when we get triggered of other people because they do something, it might be just something that we have actually now ourselves, but that we have suppressed. And shadow work helps you to kind of like, what she says, putting your soul together, getting these traits back to yourself and learning in a way to love yourself and accept yourself in an even more deeper way. It's a very interesting concept, and it also works the other way. So if you really love something about somebody, it is often a characteristic trait that you have in yourself as well, and you might not see it, or you don't use the potential to develop it. So shadow work is definitely something I want to work on this week. And I also continue with my loving parent practice, definitely. And because of my shoulder injury, I don't know how much training I can do. I still feel there is something going on, so I don't feel like it's not that bad anymore, but I still feel a bit, so I do not want to risk anything. But since I also have problems with my hips, I found a YouTube video where you can do some hip strengthening exercises. So I will try that. And so I decided this is the only thing I will commit to for this week when it comes to strengthening or working out. And then I want to see if I can do some yoga or if I can go for walks. It also depends on the weather at the moment. It's quite rainy, so we'll see. But yeah, these are kind of like the 3 goals for this week. I definitely want to up my habits. I'm working on eating 3 portions of fruit and veggies, doing my loving parent practice journaling exercise, studying a bit. Like usually I try 20 minutes at the personal development school, doing my shadow course at the moment. And then I try actually to work out like 3 times a week, but this time I just want to commit to go for a walk 3 times a week. And with that, we check that off when I finish it. And yeah. And the last 2 weeks, in the first week, I had a percentage of 52% of these habits. In week 2, I had 57. And now I really feel like, okay, I want to get even higher. So I feel quite optimistic, and I will tell you how it's going. Isn't that cool? I got my intuitive eating workbook. I think that's the perfect gift for Fridays, just to start working in this. Let me see. So I have the intuitive eating book, but I felt like I would probably benefit more on doing the exercise in the workbook. I also ordered the journal with it, which has kind of like journaling prompts, but I think it got lost in the mail because my package was broken. They sent it in a plastic bag, the Norwegian post, so I think it was lost in the post. So I will send them a message asking if they can send me a new book again. And here you see kind of like the contents. Intuitive eating has like 10 principles. Reject the diet mentality, honor your hunger, make peace with food, challenge the food police, which is kind of like a lot of mind work, which I love. Feel your fullness, discover the satisfaction factor, which I haven't really worked on a lot, I have to say. Cope with your feelings without using food, very important. Respect your body. Exercise, feel the difference, and at the end, honor your health, gentle nutrition. I think that's the biggest misconception about intuitive eating, that you just can eat donuts all day long. And obviously you can, but usually when you listen to your body, that doesn't take long until you are not interested in that anymore. So I'm not sure if I will go like doing one by one. I feel like because I'm working at the moment on honoring just your hunger and just eating when I'm hungry, so I might actually start with principle 2. Probably gonna read a bit in that today. Good morning, or actually it's not morning anymore. It's already lunchtime. I think it's 12. So yeah, it is definitely lunchtime. But I still will go for a breakfast today, which is a very rare combination. I don't have enough chicken anymore, and then I got a bit of that, but I also wanted to have some banana and I wanted to have some chocolate, so I got the whole thing. Wait. It is what it is. So I can definitely say that this week was way better. Funny enough, I could see it also on my productivity at work. I got to do a little bit more, not as much as in the most productive weeks, but I definitely on the recovering side. And also my shoulder is much better. I did a strength training class on Thursday and I just didn't use as much weight as I used to do. And it feels really well. Like my whole body is a bit sore, so I'm gonna go for a yin yoga class today, and then tomorrow I want to do another strength class if I'm not sore. We'll see. As you did see, I got my intuitive eating workbook. I think I will incorporate it in a way that I will read a bit in it, like in the morning for 5 or 10 minutes in my morning routine, but I won't like do a course or anything. I think this is completely enough. At the moment, I'm just working on honoring my hunger, which isn't that easy, and I realized that I've learned to suppress my hunger quite a bit. I used to tell people that, oh, I can wait until 11:30 to eat breakfast at work, but I definitely can see that I'm actually hungry usually already between 9 and 10, sometimes even earlier, and I just learned to push it away, to just not pay attention to it. I even had a morning this week where I woke up and was hungry, and I can't remember that happened in the past, I don't know how many years. So that is definitely new to me, and it's one of the first principles. I think it's the second principle of intuitive eating, to learn to actually always eat when you're hungry. Obviously if you can't, you can't, but if you're in a meeting you can't, but then try to refuel yourself as soon as possible after you get hungry. And the idea behind it is to learn to listen to your hunger cues again, and to learn your body signals. And I think in my weight loss journey I kind of like went away from eating 4 meals, and now I'm wondering, because now I start to eat breakfast earlier, also I'm eating lunch earlier, and that means that I probably have to have a 4th meal again. And I definitely can see a lot of like diet mentalities saying like, is that okay, and what if you gain weight, and yeah, it's not so fun, but I'm also happy that I can just eat whatever I want, and I still try to kind of like have some fruits and veggies. I definitely see that is really good for me, but just not having this meal plan and planning the day before what I'm gonna eat, and then trying to stay on plan and feeling bad when you go off plan, and that is very freeing, I have to say that. Okay, I'm getting ready for yin yoga today, which is gonna be fun. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. The problem is I ate like, I think 2 hours ago. Now I'm going, so it will be 1.5 hours until I'm done. So I'm guessing I will be hungry when I finish the class. So I take an apple with me, and then I think where I am, I will get sushi and I eat it right there. So that's kind of like my plan for eventually if I'm hungry at this point. And yeah, and I really like that about intuitive eating, that it is a lot about taking care of your body, also planning, or I also could eat food now to just make sure that I am not hungry later, but I don't feel like I need that. But yeah, I think that's something I really like about intuitive eating. Taking good care of yourself. It was amazing. It's exactly what I needed. And now I got myself some sushi, tempura, and actually I really love the Kinder Bueno white at the moment. So I bought several ones, so I have enough for the next days and can enjoy them. One part of intuitive eating is to make peace with all food, and also to have all food that you want in your kitchen if you have the money and the resources and the space for it. But I try to buy the things that I really like, and where I most likely overeat on, I try to buy them in bigger quantities, so that I know even if I'm overeating, I have so many that I'm not able to eat all of them. And that really gives me a little bit more safety, which I've again learned from the personal development school, that this is one of my highest personality needs. So yeah, obviously it's a bit more expensive, but I feel like in the long run that will be a good idea to do. So I'm gonna enjoy my sushi now. Yes, looks like week 3 is completed. Let's look into my planner what I wrote down for the review. I almost finished the Shadows course. I think it's only one 5-minute video that I'm missing, and then I'm done with that. I did a lot of loving parent practice, and I also did some psoas strengthening that I had planned for, and it really helped. It helped so much. It's amazing. I never thought that a YouTube video could help so much, but that was really good. I did my morning routine every single day, which is impressive. I also did my daily habits, like eating 3 portions of fruit and veggies, doing my loving parent practice, studying at the personal development school, and do 3 workouts per week. I upped that from last week, which I think was 57%, to 76%. That is a huge progress, especially because this week wasn't the best either. It was better than week 2, but it was still not. It was definitely my favorite week. But as every week, it had some highs. I could take care of my friend. I had several friends reaching out to me and taking care of me, which was really helpful. I also could go back to working out after my pain in my shoulder, so I feel like I'm a bit back into the workout routine that I really want to work on. I got my intuitive eating workbook, which I've already started and really loving. And I think overall, emotionally, this wasn't my best week, but I got a lot of done. So I'm very happy with my progress. And that means next week we start with week 4. I'm really looking forward to that, because this is the first time I will add a habit, and that's gonna be intuitive eating. So I guess we see each other again next week on Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, take care of yourself. See you soon.